What up, what up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk, a channel we discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So on today's episode, I'm going to discuss why you should never go half on a first date. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing vid out, give you leverage to better yourselves. So it's still Saturday. I just did a video maybe like a couple hours ago. That was a video when I said don't stop looking mean black women, right? So it's the second video for the day. I think I'm gonna try to do maybe two videos a day. I have a lot of topics that I can go over, so content is not gonna be an issue. Yeah, I mean this is something that came to the forefront a couple hours ago to me. Talking to somebody, and I'm like, yo, I gotta make a video about this. I was gonna make it tomorrow, but I'll do it now. So anyways, once again, please accept my gratitude from me to you for being a subscriber and for watching my videos and subscribing to the channel. Just as a caveat to the video, like it's crazy. I started this YouTube channel July of 2022, so it's been 2 years. And I remember clearly doing my first video, and you know, of course, not having any subscribers. I didn't get my first subscriber until I think I was in like, I think I might have been at the 7th month when I got my first subscriber. 7 months now. Think about that, y'all. I was doing videos for 7 months and didn't have one subscriber. Now I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers, right? So hard work pays off, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be a YouTuber? Hang in there. Please hang in there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before in previous videos, you know what I'm saying? I don't consider myself like a celebrity style person when it comes to, like, you know, my delivery being palatable for a lot of folks. But I did this for legacy, which once again, I'm gonna discuss that in another video. But also, I just really felt like that God wanted me to do this, right? So I'm still pushing, you know what I'm saying? So push along with me. I appreciate all of y'all, all right? So let's get into it. So why do I say never go half on a first date? So, you know, in layman's terms, going Dutch, right? Going Dutch on the first date. So here's the thing with that. And I know I may get some pushback from guys, you know, saying that the modern woman doesn't deserve me to pay for the full date. Like, it's we shouldn't be doing that, you know. We should be going half, especially if it's first date. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this woman could be a woman that I never clapped ever in life. So why am I going to pay for everything on the first date when there's a possibility that I may not get nothing physically from this woman, right? So here's the thing, and you know, when it comes to dating somebody for the very first time, there is a gender role aspect when it comes to that, right? And what I mean by that is that when you go on a first date with somebody, you're giving that woman the very first impression of you, right? Hopefully the best impression, right? Because you don't want to go into a first date haphazardly, and you know, not dressing right, not smelling right, not looking right, and not having your pockets right. From jump, you need to prove to that woman, or at least display to that woman, that you can provide provisioning to her, right? Because this woman that you're dating could be your wife one day. She really could be. And the first impression you don't want to give her is that you pretty much demanded to a certain degree, without saying anything, that she pays for her own meal on that first date, right? Now to say that you wouldn't still marry this woman, but even though you did that, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of relationships out there right now where the woman and the man pay for their own food during the date and they still got married. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that at all, right? But once again, there is a gender role aspect when it comes to dating somebody for the very first time. And one of the things that women look for in a man is provisioning. Can you provide for me, right? And spending and it's paying for the first date for everything, not letting that woman pay a penny for anything, is proving to her from jump, whatever, that you got her when things go hard, right? Now, on down the road, when you guys actually start dating and you actually start like really feeling each other and you guys call it a relationship, then by all means, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see no reason why, every once in a while, if y'all want to go half, go half. You know what I'm saying? But that very first date, the very first time you actually take this woman out, you need to pay for everything, guy. Everything. That means you gotta have your pockets right. Don't be going out on the first date and only have barely $100 in your pocket to think you're gonna pay for everything. Like, it's the economy is crazy right now. The inflation is at an all-time high. I'm not saying for you to take a woman to Ruth Chris or anything like that. You don't need to take a woman out on a first date at a very extravagant place, because that can also be a negative on your part, because now you're showing a woman whatever that you can afford this, and now she might expect for you to take her to Ruth Chris, Fogo de Chao, Chop House, whatever expensive restaurant, high-end restaurant that there is out there in your area, right? And I'm not saying for you not to do that. If you got the money and you want to do that for the woman that you're dating for the first time, then so be it. All I'm saying is that, don't take her to like a hole in the wall place, but take her somewhere nice, take her somewhere that's presentable, where y'all can dress up, so you don't need to take her to somewhere where you're going to wind up dropping over $200 on a meal. And if you don't have it like that, and the woman expects that, then that needs to be said before y'all even go on the date. Y'all need to have a talk. And I think a lot of times in this day and age with social media and dating, being on Instagram, where you're DMing somebody before you even call them on the phone, I think wires get crossed, and there's certain expectations that the woman has and the man has, and stuff is not hashed out before they go on a date, and before you know it, the man is pissed off, the woman's pissed off on the first date, and y'all supposedly are feeling each other after DMing each other this time, and then y'all get on the first date and things go south because there was expectations that were not spelled out from the beginning, right? Personally, I would suggest you tell the woman before y'all even go on that first date physically, to tell her straight up, hey, don't worry about anything, I got it. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're gonna do. There's another thing too, plan the first date. Don't have her plan anything. You plan the first date, you know what I'm saying? Because by you planning the first date, that means that you're able to figure out and budget how you're going to pay for this first date without having anything come up. Now of course, things happen, right? It could be a situation where the bill is a little bit higher than what you thought it was, and that comes with with you actually having maybe some excess money to make sure that the date goes well, right? But going half on the first date, it's just not a good look for you. It just really isn't, and I know I'm going to get so much pushback from me saying this. I know, because women, to a certain degree, from what people say, right, as far as feminism and all these other things, they don't want the traditional courting, right? So if you don't want to be traditionally courted, then why am I paying for all this? Why am I paying for the first date? It doesn't make any sense. Like I said in the previous video, you know what I'm saying? Today's environment shouldn't dictate to a certain degree how you treat women, right? Because for one, you paying everything on the first date separates you from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because this woman might be a woman that, like, every single time she goes on a first date. We're talking first date. We're not talking about second, third, fourth. We're talking about the very first date, the first time she actually goes on a date with somebody. She might be used to a guy straight up saying, hey, do you have your bill? Or they'll tell the waiter or the waitress, hey, the bill is separate. Like, before you even tell the girl that she need to pay for her own meal. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I'm just an old school kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy for me to even see stuff like that. It's just crazy. I made a video recently about chivalry, and about like making sure you hold the door open for your woman before you even go in the restaurant. All these other things. And one of the chivalrous things to do, one of the things about a courting process, like I said, for men, is for you to show that you can provide provisioning, because provisioning equals security for women, and security is like one of the main things, if not the main thing, that women look for in men. That's the reason why top athletes, boxers, people in the military, folks that are in some type of construction work, these are positions where men can display physical prowess, and they can present mental prowess, and women are attracted to that, because it doesn't matter if the man is not the CEO of a company. Just the fact that that he can display his masculinity in his job and in his work, that automatically is a turn on to a lot of women. And that a man presenting that type of masculinity shows security for the woman. It displays security. So you paying for everything for that first date is displaying security for that woman. I mean, I'm telling you, in her mind, she's like, okay, this guy's stable. You know, he's not unstable. You asking the woman to go Dutch on the first date is off rip is letting this woman know that you're not stable. That's what it's telling her. Even though you might be a six-figure earner, but just the fact that you told this woman like straight up from the very jump that you want to go Dutch on the first date, that in her mind, it doesn't matter if she even knows you're a six-figure guy. That's telling her that you can't provide for her. And if you really, and I assume that if you're going to go on the first date with somebody, you know, for women, I know it's a means to an end when it comes to, like, you know, they want to get married and all these other things for a lot of women. I know for guys, it could be like, you know, they want to, you know, at least see how a relationship goes. Or
what are you doing out here?
Making a video. You got shoes on?
No, these are flip-flops.
Okay, hey, that chair is wet, so give me a second, okay?
What are you doing out here?
I'm doing a video, boo-boo.
But why?
Why? It's for my channel. Excuse me, y'all, it's my daughter. I think mom's about to come back inside. Go to the door and see if mama's come back inside.
But you didn't play dolls with me.
I know. I'm gonna play Barbie in just a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, mommy, I think she's at the door.
Okay. Bye.
All right. I see you in a bit. So what was I saying? So yeah, if you're not showing the woman from jump that you can provide for, it's not a good look for you. You know what I'm saying? That date might go sour real quick. And you know, on the flip side, women, the way they show their first impression is to look the best that they can for that first date. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe buying a new dress or her dressing one of her best dresses, the best dress she has, right? Making sure she get her nails done, her feet done, her hair done, all this type of things. Most women know that men are visual beings, right? So when they come on the first date, you best believe that woman is going to come there like, you know, at 100% looking good, right? So that's the equivalent of what the man should do when it comes to provisioning and provide all the money for the first date. You know what I'm saying? You're showing that your masculinity by making sure that she understands that you can provide for her and you can provide security. And the woman is showing her femininity by being as pretty as she can be on that first date. So anyways, not to belabor the topic, but you should never, ever, 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 ever go half or in other words, Dutch on the first date. Don't do that, guys. It's not masculine. And anybody that feels like it's simping, hey, I don't know what kind of definition of simping that you think it is, but that's not it, guy. It really isn't. It's being masculine, you know what I'm saying? So don't get mad at me because you feel like that providing all the provision for the first date is simping, because it's not simping, it's being masculine. So start being masculine, all right? So once again, thanks everybody for subscribing to the channel. Like and comment, share the video. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out. Get leverage, the better yourselves. Finding Fitness and Folk, Triple F, I'm gone.